You know that voice in your head, the one that won't stop, the one that keeps asking what if about everything. That voice is keeping you stuck. Hi, I'm Sia, and what if I told you I could silence it in less than a minute? Well, I can, and here's how. I call this catch the thought. Right now, think of something you've been overthinking lately. Maybe it's a text you sent that got no response, or something awkward you said yesterday or the week before. Got it? Now do this. Step 1, ask yourself exactly this question. What am I actually overthinking about? Say it out loud. Be specific. Not everything is wrong, but I'm worried Sarah is mad because she didn't text me back. Step 2, ask this. Is this a problem I can solve or just a thought I need to release? If it's a problem, write down one small action you can take right now. Text Sarah back, apologize for the awkward comment, book an appointment that you need to book. If it's just a thought spiral, say this out loud. This thought isn't helping me right now. I'm choosing to let it go. That's it. Less than a minute, and you have one clear mind. So try it right now with whatever you are overthinking. So why does this work when years of complicated advice hasn't? Your brain has 2 modes, rumination mode and decision mode. When you're overthinking, you're stuck in rumination, going in circles, no solutions, just endless worry. Catch the thought switches you to decision mode. You're either solving something or releasing something. No more endless loops. And here's what I noticed. When you name the exact thought, it loses its power over you. It's like turning on the lights in a scary room. The monsters vanish. When something is nameless and vague, it feels huge and menacing. But when you say, I'm worried about money, instead of everything is terrible, the problem shrinks to its actual size. It's still a problem, but it's not a monster anymore. By the way, I've outlined this technique and 3 other techniques I'm going to speak about in today's video in the description box below, so you can reference them easily. So now I've proved the power of naming the thought to me. But here's where most people get stuck. What if you're in full panic mode? When catch the thought feels impossible. So when your mind is spinning so fast that questions feel impossible, what can you do? You can use the 3-2-1 reset. Stop what you're doing, take a deep breath, and then name 3 things you can see at that moment. Your phone, maybe the wall behind me, that pile of laundry you've been ignoring, and then name 2 things you can hear. Traffic outside, the air conditioner, your neighbor's dog, perhaps, and then take one more deep breath. And why does this work? It hijacks your panic spiral and forces your brain to focus on what's actually real. Your brain can't obsess about imagining disasters when it's busy processing the present moment. I use this when catch the thought feels impossible, when the panic is too loud for questions. But wait, there's a hidden trap that makes overthinking 10 times worse. You know what feeds overthinking? Trying to solve imaginary problems. You replay that conversation from 3 days ago, or worry about disasters that might never occur. Your brain thinks worrying is preparation. It feels productive. But overthinking isn't preparing. It's rehearsing anxiety. And here's the calculation that changed everything for me. If you overthink for just 30 minutes a day, that's 182 hours a year. That's more than 2 full weeks. 2 weeks you could have spent building something that matters instead of solving problems that don't exist. But the real cost isn't time, it's opportunity. When you're overthinking that text message, you miss what's actually happening around you. When you're replaying yesterday's mistake, you're not present for today's possibilities. Here's what I noticed about people who don't overthink. They're not smarter than us. They just act faster. They make decisions with 70% of the information. We wait for 100% certainty, and that never comes. They trust themselves to handle whatever happens. We try to control every outcome in advance. And guess who gets further in life? The beautiful thing about stopping overthinking, it isn't just inner peace, it's outer progress. And here's where it gets dangerous. Sometimes that persistent thought doesn't feel like overthinking. It feels like wisdom. And that's not good. And you know what else is strange? We give better advice to others than we give to ourselves. When your friend is overthinking whether to end a relationship that's making them miserable, what do you tell them? Life's too short to be unhappy. You deserve better. When they're agonizing over quitting a job they hate, you say, you're talented, you'll find something else. Don't stay somewhere that drains you, that kills you inside. But when it's our own life, we overthink everything. Here's what I do when catch the thought isn't enough. I ask myself, what would I tell my best friend if they had this exact problem? Let's say you're overthinking whether to speak up about something at work. You've been analyzing it for days, but imagine your friend asked you, should I say something when my coworker takes credit for my ideas? If they'd asked you that, you'd have said, absolutely, stand up for yourself professionally. Simple, clear, no endless analysis. That's your inner wisdom talking, without the fear and self-doubt clouding it. So the next time you're stuck overthinking, try this. What would I tell someone I care about in this situation? Then follow that advice. It works because we see solutions more clearly when we're not emotionally tangled up in the outcome. Here's how all this comes together. Let's look at the different techniques in action. So scenario 1, you're lying in bed, replaying that text you sent 3 hours ago. No response. Your brain, they're mad at me, they hate me, I said something wrong, I wrote something wrong. Catch the thought? I'm worried because they didn't text back. Solvable or releasable? Releasable. People have lives. Scenario 2, you can't stop thinking about that stupid thing you said at a dinner last week. Your brain won't shut up about it. You can do a body scan. A tight chest, racing thoughts, that's anxiety. Release it. There's a calm certainty you should apologize. That's wisdom. Act on it. And scenario 3, you've been overthinking whether to quit your job. Months of mental circles. Use the friend test. What would you tell your best friend? If you're miserable, start looking for something else. Life's too short. Done. Follow your own advice. See what just happened? 3 different problems, 3 different tools, all solved in under a minute each. That's the power of having the right technique for the moment. But here's what's even more powerful. These methods work together. So start with catch the thought for a quick clarity. Are you still too panicked? Use the 3-2-1 reset. If the thought feels important, is it anxiety or what? Do a body scan. And if you're still stuck, try the friend test. And here's what happens when you stop overthinking small things. Bigger decisions become clearer too. Your brain learns to trust itself again. Remember that 182 hours a year we talked about? That's 182 hours you get back to actually build your life. Here's what changed for me. Instead of trying to think my way to confidence, I started acting my way there. Each small action built trust in my ability to handle whatever happened. Taking imperfect action beats perfect thinking every time. The difference is dramatic. Instead of spending weeks overthinking whether to start a project, I start it and improve it as I go. Instead of analyzing whether someone likes me, I focus on being someone worth liking. Instead of rehearsing conversations, I trust myself to say the right thing at the right time. Your overthinking isn't protecting you. It's paralyzing you. These techniques give you your power back. So imagine having a quiet mind. How wonderful would that be? not empty, just peaceful. Thinking when you need to think. Quiet when you need to be quiet. That's what happens when you catch thoughts instead of chasing them. When you trust your body's wisdom. When you treat yourself with the same kindness you'd show a friend. Now, I know I just gave you several different techniques. Might seem confusing, but you don't need to remember them all. I put a simple summary of all 4 methods in the description box below. So you can screenshot it, save it to your phone, and use it whenever you need it. I'd start with catch the thought. That's your main tool. The others are there when you need them. So here's your challenge for this week. Every time you notice yourself overthinking, try catch the thought first. Don't wait until you feel ready. Start now. With the next thought that won't leave you alone. Instead of losing hours to mental loops, you'll have clarity in minutes. Instead of feeling trapped by your thoughts, you'll feel in control again. Instead of exhausting yourself with worry, you'll have energy for what actually matters. So if this helped you break free from overthinking, well, you'll know soon. Hit subscribe for more ways to trust yourself and think clearly. And if you want to take back control of your life, click the video in the top right-hand corner. It will tell you exactly how to do that. Thanks for watching.